We are live! Wait, we have no video. We are still live. Ugh, I'm looking pretty rough, eh? But who cares? Right, let's go. We're not going to worry too much about the deck list. It's pretty thrown together. We're going to find some issues with it, but we're going to play some modern. Yeah, I know that they start up on pairing. Right. Let's get Steam Decker up to date, and let's just click go. I feel unprepared. I've not played Enigmatic in some time. Let's have a deck list against the use. Oh, Yo-Yum. I haven't revealed a companion for a while either. This looks pretty decent. There's a couple of choices on turn one. If I draw a fetch, my decision's a little easier. If not though, then not so much. I guess I just do this. Okay, against Tron. I might, I think I might Stomping Ground play Utopia Sprawl so that if we draw a fetch, I can rally her to be really far ahead, and if I don't draw a fetch I can Teferi. Or I can get Stomping Ground. So it used to be green, blue, go red. So now this can play red and 6, this can play Teferi, this fetch can play this. So the issue is that we don't really have anything good. You know, like if they just like Khan away this, I'm in trouble. But I don't know, usually beat Khan. Okay. Oh, Spaces is great. So I think this is just tap land. It's pot sequencing. Tap land, Spinning Seas, and then because if this was like a fetch, I'd maybe want to play this. I don't know. Anyway, here we are. There's O-Stone, so I can bounce that with Teferi. I could put Cool Duck Boy. Hello, thanks for the follow. Ooh, wait a sec. Okay, wait a sec. It's been a while. I think I wanna. Well, I don't. I could get Magus off of this. She's kind of. I know. Yeah, I set the Spinning Seas, get Magus. So I guess we do that. Oh no, wait, that destroys all my Utopia spells. Maybe we don't do that. Because I mean, we can just Teferi bounce this, and I can still. Yeah, Utopias fall off, yeah. Maybe I just don't play the other Utopia Sprawl. I'll just play this. I'll tell you what, I'll play this, bounce the O-Stone. Hopefully I don't have another power plant. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What other things do I have? None of that is particularly good. I'm just trying to work out if I want the extra mana next turn. I don't think I really need it. It's really awkward. To play when a 6+ Enigmatic, I would need this Utopia Sprawl out. I just don't want to lose both to getting Magus, so yeah, let's just do that. Let's hope we can find something. Essentially, let's hope we can find a fetch, a green fetch. Good sign that they're tapping that. Okay, so again they can play O-Stone now, which is awkward. We can just do the old sack this, get value, like Spreading Seas this. The issue is that they could just play a land and then pop this, and that's the other issue. Is my last rallier. So I guess we've lost. I'm just gonna ramp so that this O-Stone's not as bad. But then they have 8 mana. Man, we're in a hole. We are in a hole. It's just nothing. It's like Skyclave, I guess, for this, but they still have 8 mana then. Plus, it's kind of a bit too late for that now. I've played this one in 6. Okay. I don't think there's any basics to fetch either, which is slightly more awkward. You know, like we're not getting anywhere near being able to get Magus. Maybe I should have just done it last turn and not done this Spreading Siege rubbish. And then this turn I could have Teferi'd the O-Stone maybe. I don't know. And obviously they just have this free O-Stone, so because they have the lands. I think I played that turn pretty badly, and possibly the turn before. But oh well. I think there was definitely better lines there though. Well, burn you for 2, I guess. I mean, we needed to create a scenario where we took them off of, forced them to use that O-Stone. So we probably did have to play those few things out. And there's Khan. So currently my plan is to crack a fetch in my turn, then play Rallia, get the Spreading Seas, take out the Urza's Tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alternatively, I could play Enigmatic plus Iron of the Forge and get Magus, but then have no green mana. So I guess it's Rallia. Maybe I can do Rallia plus. Yeah, Rallia plus Iron of the Forge, I guess. Green, white, blue, Rallia. Hope they don't have another tower. I mean, that deck is pretty brilliant at finding pieces, so I'm not going to be like horrified if they do find it. But let's see what we can get away with. Expedition map, crack 2 lands, so they have 7, so they can play Karn. I can't do a ton about that, really. I can't get rid of this Karn. Yeah, so now I can Omen of the Forge the Karn, and then I can Enigmatic the Omen of the Forge, get a Witness, because I've run out of Valiers, so I'm in the bin already. Or I could just turn this into a Magus of the Moon, take them off Tron. They have 6 lands. Ooh, okay, now that we've drawn that, I think it's right to just play Enigmatic. In fact, let's go white, green, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to tick this up because this is going to tick up and eat my hand. Green, white. So there's no point in trying to draw a card, basically. I'm going to sacrifice the Spreading Seas. Get the Magus. There we go. Right. This is our stuff. What can you do? Just really fully depends on the last 3 cards in that hand now. Okay, so Wormcoil. I didn't tick up to Fairy, that was a misclick. Wormcoil I can bounce, and then I can attack this with this, and then I can turn this into Witness, maybe? Ooh. When Agent of Treachery has specified control of target permanent, of your instant control. Right, okay, so what I want to do is I need to play this for 2 to eat the Karn, and then I have to sack it and give him it back anyway. Pick up this. This seems fun. I guess technically I don't have to do this now. I could wait. But that seems, no, that just seems strong, doesn't it? Bye bye Leyline. Hello Agent. Hello Karn. Thank you. Sweet. Right. Gain control of the target permanent. Cool. Here comes Wormcoil. Right. So I think we uptick this. I'm going to exile a power plant. No, I'll do tower. And then I was going to Yorion, flicker the agent, take the other tower, and then swap this Omen of the Forge for a Glasspool Mimic and copy the agent. And then take the Wormcoil. Whew. It's a bit hot, is that, isn't it? It is a bit hot. Like Seal of Fire, which is definitely not hot. I think it's hot. Metal Mage is good. That's not. A lot of this is pretty garbage, to be fair. I probably want an Eidolon over, and probably maybe this, I don't know. Things that are not good just down. Probably that over that. And Deputy has this like built-in flaw, doesn't it? That's really bad because their deck's full of targeted removal. I might just want this. Probably not, but I really don't want much. Much of what I have here is mostly bad. You should protection from the chosen card type. Oh, I misread. I thought that was colour. Choose a card type. Okay, so protection from planeswalkers or protection from artifacts would be good. So I'll leave it in. And then we'll draw it when we don't need it and be sad. I think this is a keep. I think it's a really risky keep, but if we hit our second land drop by turn 2, this is one of the only sort of hands that has a chance of winning. You have to have turn 2 Spreading Seas, and the fact that 1-6 gives us our third land drop. Hey, Colin. Long time, mate. How's it going? Have you given up on football yet? Okay, well, part 1 of things I don't want to draw. Well, I guess I don't mind. I just want a land. I just need a land. I get this land. Yikes. We draw land, we Spreading Seas, and then we Spreading Seas again. We probably get out of trouble, but what? Sorry, what? I was greedy with my lands with this list. Yeah, that's kind of ironic. I kind of want to play it, but as in want to use it. What is their hand? I mean, they did mull to 5, and then they made Tron. Why can't they play anything? Just a little worm coil, lovely. I guess Spreading Seas. It's pretty tempting to go 1-6 on Thin Ice. It's a real blowout against. What is it? I was gonna say it's a blowout against like Ugin. It is a blowout against Ugin. I could always do that next turn. I just kind of feel like making my land drops important. I'm gonna take the really greedy line. This is where you find out you didn't register Snow Covered Lands, but I did. Right, there we go. We made a land drop. Great success. I don't really know how we're playing Magic at this stage, but it's like the worst abundant growth ever, considering we don't need black mana. Right, okay, well this means we've got a proper chance now. Yes. So we have to go shock for blue. I'm just going to double spreading seas. Power plant. Mine. Sweet. We could actually win from here. What is their hand? Who knows? Who knows? So there I go, like, to fairy, uptick, play seal of removal, play tap land to cut Ren 6. So yeah, not. I mean, we weren't putting him under any pressure whatsoever, but I'll take the win. Always nice. Oh, we've been paired straight away, straight into the pit. Right, awful, just awful. Passable. Phantasmal Image is probably the tuck. Just on the basis that this is a land. It's going to take me some time to play this Leyline binding because I have one land type. Ooh. It's a shame. Let's abundant growth there. Play this shot. Done. Okay. Well, we can fire this away if it doesn't have delirium. And if it does, we're a bit behind. They have 1, 2, 3. They could easily get 4 types. I say easily. They haven't got 4 types. That's good. Unless they're playing like Tarfire. Okay. Right. Let's get rid of that. Red, white, blue. Seal the fire. Burn this. I'm going to play it for the scry. I know it gives them a connive and a growth, but I just need to hit my land drop next turn, which neither of those can do, so we'll ship them. Man, we're actually really close to being, I guess that's kind of a spell over there. I'm under a fair bit of pressure. We've got like 3 turns. But, wow. What a set of jaws that is. Pay 5 for that. Nope. Can't do that. This is kind of unfortunate to draw these. You know, I know I curve quite high, but like I have 11 dead cards and I've drawn 3 of them, and like they all become live if I make a land drop. So kind of rough. Yeah, you just, yeah. What can you do? Let's bring in all this. Protection from creatures? Nah, I don't think so. Honestly, I could see it bringing in all 11 of these. I want to trim Magus. I want to get rid of Just Down. Phantasmal Image is a bit flaky. I think the Chandra's a bit unnecessary. I'll cut a Leyline. I kind of want to cut one of these. I could cut the spreading seas, at least trim them. Need some amount of enchantments. I need to cut one of these, really. How's that? Which one's better? Titan's better against the little red guys. I think I'll keep the Titan. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so we have Tameshi. Maybe I don't need the value. Maybe I don't need to stop. Consider tricks. I'm going to drop Meddling Mage, actually. I don't love Meddling Mage. I think I want the Idol on. Maybe I could just trim an Enigmatic. We don't want the clunk, we just want to be low. You see how low our curve was by the end of all of that. I can snap, keep that. I don't want Utopia's Ball on red, so I'm just going to play... Nah, bollocks to it. I have an Abundant Growth, I have a Ren and 6 and a Fetch, and I have another Utopia's Ball. I think I can afford to have a bad Utopia's Ball. I think I want them to play a Ragavan or a DRC there, but not to be. Ooh. Okay, Fetch Shock. Play Burnton. Play Ren and 6. Yes! Resolves! We're off to the races. Okay. We've got a chance. Green, red, white, blue, black. Ah, that's slightly awkward. But it's growing already. Yeah, that is a bit awkward. Because I would like to play 2 spells this turn, ideally. You know, if we draw one. Ooh. Okay. It's all working out fairly reasonably well. That's Abundant Growth, the Forest. Draw a card. Oh, I've given him a free. That was dumb. I've given him a free Connive. If I'd have done it the other way around, they don't get to loot. So that was dumb. They're just discarding Ragavans. They're not dashing a Ragavan here. They've discarded 2 of them. I've got a blocker. You know, like if they go Bolt, Land, Dash Ragavan, I'm sort of like, okay, fine, what can you do? I'll just deal with that. I mean, I could just sack this. I could just sack this. Let's just sack this and prevent the damage. That's, yeah, kind of avoidable, I think, actually. Ooh. Yeah, right. It's a fairy. Land. Forest. Let's go white. Uptick. I think... I mean, so I'm going to uptick. If they have Unholy Heat, it's a mistake. If they have Bolt, it's not. So it's not perfect, but I suppose if they're heating the Teferi, they're not hitting the Ren and 6. This is how you beat Murktide, is by, like, they need to stumble on lands a little bit, but they can't play multiple spells at the minute. and I'm playing enough threats for them to have an issue. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not far off. Deputy, I'm flickering the deputy to get rid of the ledger shredder. So let's go get. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not just get stomping ground, I guess. Right. Let's just play this out. I'll pick up Burrington Forge Tender. Pick up a land. Pick up Yam. Pass the turn. And next turn we can hopefully flicker this deputy. I'm going to try and keep it in play because it'll then have 2 shredders underneath it. In addition, we're like completely immune to Blood Moon, and they've been fetching basics for fun. Here comes Murktide, which does put me in an awkward spot because it's going to be bigger than a shredder. Also, I don't know if I registered 3 basics. No, I didn't. Which means I have to fetch shock to be able to do something. I don't think I have any instants and sorceries. Oh, I do have Veil of Summer and Spell Pierce actually. That's not quite true. Veil of Summer would be a great draw right now. As would that. So I think the Yorion is bait. Weirdly. What's that add? Okay. So this probably gets countered and then we can on thin ice the Murktide and swing. So this gets rid of this. This comes into play. Crack it. Grab a taps land. Pick it back up. Lose some mana. Hit for 4. Let's keep the Bunton back so I can block with Agavan. I mean, they're down to 2 cards, but my cards are not the best either. There's Blood Moon. Not a problem. I keep hitting the red in 6 and I really don't have much use for it, but whatever. Jackpot. I'm playing this first in case they have a Mystical Dispute, which they do. Yes, I would like to pay for that. Play land. Uptick. Swing for 4. It's bound to be a 2-drop that I want. It's probably just like Charming Prince. Sanctifier on Vec. Just gets rid of nothing. I am back. Briefly. Oh no, wait. Oh, I wanted to flicker the deputy, but because it's end step, it won't come back straight away. So I don't want to do that. And this isn't going to work how I want it to either, because It's not going to come back. I'm not going to have Revolt. But I don't think they can win from here anyway. I hope not. They've had to stop attacking. Okay. Weirdly, I didn't have Revolt anyway, so it's all okay. Cycle the land, pick it back up. I assume this costs 2, no, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, well I don't really have any enchantments I want to sacrifice at this point. Especially with that in play. Oh, I think I just missed lethal. I could have just leylined this. So they sack that. Guess I could get rid of this. There wasn't much to get, was there? Spirited Companion. Go on, let's get a Spirited Companion because it will be better next turn. And that was sitting on a land that was adding the colour I wanted anyway. Sweet. Okay, so that was working. I think it was working before I drew the Enigmatic even. Anything I really want out of this slot? Probably not. I think Oath of Challenger is better than Spreading Seas. So I should make that change. And then let's register that. I mean, our deck's just like chock full of removal for what they're doing. It's just getting stuff to resolve. This is another one of those really awkward hands. I get a draw step and Abundant Growth and another draw step to find Ren and 6 mana. I think I have to keep it. Like I have double. I guess I need to find a fetch specifically. It's a little awkward. If I draw a fetch here, I'd be on to Burnt and Forest Tender, which would be good. Here we go, just missing land drops. Is that going to be the theme? 27 lands, it's not unreasonable. Maybe if this forest was a... Ooh, that's annoying. I don't want to burn. I'm going to just Burton. Yeah, I think I just have to Burton Forge Tender because I mean, you know, it's like great against this, but also if I down tick this to kill this, the seal would kill this. Also, if they use a clue and a treasure to counter it, I'd rather this was countered than this. And it's not. Okay, right. I think... I don't actually know what... I don't have a Sacred Foundry. I have to crack this for a red source now. The blue one, I guess. Okay. Ooh. Not gonna down tick. Gonna cut my land, play it, pass. I mean, the speed at which that resolved makes me think that my Enigmatic Incarnation will also resolve. This is 2, this is 2. Ugh. I mean, my other option here is to just rally back a fetch. They have Bolt as well. So they have Bolt, Seal of Fire, lots of mana. Okay, well, there's not a lot I could do about all of this stuff. They've got off the ground very quickly. I only took 1 hit from this. That seems really greedy. But I guess if they already know what they can discard, yeah, they discard Subtlety, okay. Sure, I'll take 3. That's a real waste of a Bolt. It doesn't even trigger this. They've already had the trigger this turn. Mystical Dispute, Spell Pierce. Am I playing around those? No. Maybe. I mean, what's cool here is I can go, I could do this, green, white, blue, play Rallia, get back red and 6. And I think I'll just down tick it and hit the Ragavan because I've got my land drops down. So get rid of that while I can. They kill that. Which actually might work in our favour at some point, I don't know. I've tried to play around Spell Pierce and Mystical Dispute, but I'm actually not any closer to beating those cards because I can't pay. But flip side, I can play another Rallia. I think the thing is, there's not any real good 2-drops here to go and get. What if? What's the 2-drops that are good? Sense Pharaoh, Vets, Spirited Companion. That is it. Wow. Sense Fire, Spirited Companion. Blank. Where's Charming Prince gone? Where is Charming Prince? Oh, there it is. Okay, so... Right, I'm gonna Enigmatic this turn. Next turn I'm gonna try to Eidolon. Sorry, try to Rallia. And then there's potential to like Yorion. Okay, well that is alright. The idea isn't to try and actually kill them, it's to try and stop me from dying. So, as things currently stand, that card does nothing. I say nothing, not quite nothing, but pretty close. They're down to 1 card. What's popping? Well, hopefully this Enigmatic, but I'm not sure. Yes. Well, that's a problem solved. Because they only have 1 card in hand. And I also have a card in hand. Damn, they've got some life. That is really useful. There's a brilliant top deck. So I can beat Bolt with this. I'm not attacking because if they have if they dash a Ragavan, I'm going to be really sad. I'm going to sack this. I think I can afford to get I could gain 3 off the Charming Prince. Or I could get Spirited Companion that then is useful next turn. I think I'm going to go Spirited Companion because I've got this Otawara to deal with this next turn. So yeah, next turn I can like survive, basically. That's what it all comes down to. Next turn I'm safe, so no need to panic. I think I maybe should play this Eidolon. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Ooh, yeah, giving him a free loot doesn't seem great though. Whoops. So now I want to Reflector Mage, Skyclave, Reflector Mage. I think yeah. Skyclave or Reflector Mage. Let's go Skyclave. Go do that. So we have Burrington that stops us dying to Bolt. We have Otawara that stops us dying to a creature. Leyline that does next to nothing. Ah, that's what I should be doing. I should have played Leyline, like targeted the treasure token, and then sacked it for the Titan, because the Titan's like game over. It gains me 5. Yeah, so that's my next play. In fact, it's my current play. I'm going to play this end step. Please don't get countered. Cool. It's pretty useful as well. I'm going to go attack with everything. I think I just want to play it extra safe. Oh, wait a sec. I need to bounce that. That's kind of unlucky for them because they've tapped wrong. And now they should be dead. I would like to game 5 make a Rhino. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, game 5. Make a Rhino. Oh, I just got to hope this deck looks fun. It feels fun so far. Beaten Tron, beaten Murktide. Good start. Really good start. Let's go again. Leyline Binding has won me a game against Tron. Well, Enigmatic plus Leyline. Won me a game against Tron where I nicked Khan and then was going to go bonkers with it, and then it won me another game just then. Leyline and Enigmatic seems legit. That's a keep. Ooh, okay. So this is one of those. Yeah, it's one of these. I don't have a 2-drop, so I just don't shock here. And then next turn I can go Seal of Fire plus Abundant Growth. Let's see what they reveal. Nettle Cyst. I'm not going to shock this, I don't think. What am I on about? Of course I'm going to shock it. They could have any nonsense whatsoever in their hand, so that wants to go on there. Draw card. I'm going to shock it. Let's get rid of that. You know, I know they can play the Nettle Cyst, but they could also just have Kaldra already in hand. They might have not had their 3rd land drop. There's like plenty of reasons to kill it. Very few reasons to ignore it. Okay. What is my line? I think Fetch Shock. play. I think I just want to keep creatures off the battlefield. That's what it comes down to. So I think I'm going to lead with the Reflector Mage. Save the Skyclave, it has more targets. Well, I did not see that coming. Okay, you got me. You got me. And they can do it again, right? They can improvise again. Let's get rid of that. Kills the token. I mean, if they kill this, they get a 3/3, so not fantastic news. They're down to, well, they're on 3 cards now. And the Esper Sentinel's not really an issue. What's this thing do? Draws a card. Okay, 2/1 that draws a card. That's completely not a problem. I'll take a weird line. I'm trying to play around this as best I can. So I'm going to get a land back. And I'm not going to use this. I have like basically perfect mana. So I'm just going to pass, and then next turn my line would be crack this fetch, play the Valia, get back the seal, get rid of the Esper Sentinel that's being slightly awkward. Ooh. Ooh, don't care for that. I wonder if I want one of them. Phantasmal Image. Or if I just Teferi away the token. It is kind of scary, is that? Yeah. Can I just carry on ignoring stuff? I don't know. Now my version of Urza is pretty rubbish, isn't it? I can Phantasmal Image the Skyclave, actually. I think that's the best line, and then I can put an Abundant Growth on another forest and pay the tax. My concern is I think they have another Rebuke. But I'll Skyclave. Yeah, they have it. Well, they have something. I'm not gonna. I'll let them draw a card, I think, and then seal the removal of the token away, because that's. I don't know. No, have a card. I'm getting a card. You can have a card. Why not? Ooh, that's good. Right, let's do that. Let's get rid of that. It doesn't add mana now, so at least we're trying to keep the creature count low for them. And then next turn I can play Tameshi. I need a land. If I get a land, I can go Tameshi plus Seal of Removal or Seal of Fire, which is nice. And if that doesn't work, wait a sec. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very rarely, if ever, an enigmatic target, but there's just some matchups where like a stream of seals is just too much for them to deal with, so it is a one-off. I can traverse it up. So like, it's essentially 2 copies plus the enigmatics that are unlikely to use. Okay, if I'm going to struggle to beat them. I think maybe I've played too much around this Esper Sentinel. I really don't see how we win from here. They've drawn too many cards. You know, like they're so far ahead on mana. I could Teferi bounce at Urza, but like, what's that really achieve? It does achieve something. It's very bounce the token. The thing is, whatever I bounce is gonna die. Maybe, yeah, maybe it just Tameshi. Sets me back a mana though. Okay, I'm gonna do something completely different. I'm gonna give them a card. Think I'm gonna bounce the token. I mean, they have Ephemerate, so they can just reset this again. Okay, well, they have another counter spell. This is the issue with the amount of cards that they're getting. You know, like Sentinel's drawing them 2, this is drawing them a card, this is drawing them 2, this has... They're drawing cards and they're making mana. So, yeah. Pretty impossible. But post-board we get Kataki, amongst other things. I mean, our deck is full of removal, it's just that their counter spells did some work. And this Esper Sentinel's been a lot better than I expected it to be. There's kind of a cool thing with Tameshi as well. You can pick up a land with an abundant growth on it, which will put the growth in the bin, which you can then get back to draw a card. But this is gonna be too late. You know, like I take a bit of damage here, but in my defense, they've drawn 3 Metallic Rebukes in their top 20 cards. Oh, they're just spinning Urzas now. I could just scoop, like in the interest of saving all of our time. Okay. Well, that's gonna sting. Ah, that having trample is a problem. That's 14 damage. Yeah, that's lethal. Okay. Done. GG's. Okay, right. Removal. Removal-ish. Removal. Maybe that. That's a maybe. Let's see what we don't like. Spinning Seas isn't great. We've got to leave some amount of artifacts. Sorry, enchantments. Don't really like Meddling Mage. This could be a Tameshi matchup, I'm not sure. I mean, that having destroy target artifact enchantment seems good, but it's probably a little slow. And probably better just stealing it. So let's do that. I don't think I like Magus. Probably just want another enabler. I guess I could spell Pierce. I mean, do you like, do you bring Veil of Summer in for the 3 Metallic Rebukes? Oh, sorry, not Metallic Rebuke. The Invoke thing. I don't think you do, but maybe I do. Maybe I have enough other rubbish to bring a couple of copies in. Yeah, they do get a lot of mana. You're right. For sure. I think Tameshi's possibly too slow. I don't know. Reflector Mage doesn't seem brilliant, especially if we've got Deputy and Skyclave. What's the card? It's Angel of Glory's Rise. Is that a card? And is that how you even ask it for a card? I don't know. MTG Angel of Glory's Rise. It's exile all zombies and return all human creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So I was eyeing this up as my 7-drop because what it would do is return that, Ralliers, Witness, Reflector Mage, Magus of the Moon, Meddling Mage, Charming Prince. There's quite a lot of humans. It's not that many, is it? It's a few. Yeah, so the idea of this deck is Enigmatic Incarnation, which another one of my babies, along with Maud. Seems okay. But Leyline Binding gives it some, like, seems like it gives it a kick up the butt, give it a bit more power. Whether that's true or not, time will tell. Okay, let's do this. I think I'm going to just go green, and then this can go get an off-colour thing, and then this is your blue. So this can get a triome that adds red. So I have white, green, red, blue. Omnath. Angel of Suffering in Pioneer could be a fun one of in the deck if you put a copy of Gaia's Blessing in. Ooh, I don't know what those cards do. What I do know though is that if I put this on red, I nearly clicked the wrong card then, and I nearly cried. And then play this on blue, I could play Omnath next turn and a fetch and crack it, which is pretty good on turn 3. Not a bad plan B, I guess. If they have something to disrupt my mana, I'm just so screwed. That can only really be... it's going to be Mystical Dispute, isn't it? If this is Mystical Dispute, I can play around it by just not playing anything. No, like, play land, and then next turn play Omnath with Veil of Summer up. It's probably worth waiting, isn't it? Just to make sure. I think it is worth waiting. They're not going to want to tap for counter magic now. Oh wow. I'm going to get spanked. If I have to play this Veil of Summer, they're going to draw 2 on the back of it. I'm going to draw 1. No, I mean the thing that says counter target. Yeah, you have to rebuke. I got it the wrong way around like 30 seconds earlier, so easy done. Now they have rebuke, so they get to draw 2. I get to draw 1. I get an Omnath. I get a fetch land. Go. Nope. 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 Omnath. Trigger. Land. Trigger. 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 Right. That could go on there. That can add blue. And then let's Charming Prince, flicker, pick up Yoyon. There we go. Right. Draw a card. I've tried to not too exciting. It's fine. 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 12 mana next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? Oh, it came back to my hand. That's a mild annoyance. I can play through rebuke or dispute. So we will. Thanks for giving me an extra draw, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, Okay. I think I'm gonna hold my horses. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna just get a tap land here. No. I'll get a white so I can play Leyline Binding. Probably. Play this. Whoops. Yes. I'm going to stop them drawing cards. I will pay using the white. Thank you. Bonk that. Good. Put Abundant Growth on there. Also good. And then probably just pass because Leyline Binding's currently costing... Wow, it's costing a ton. I've only got white and green. Okay, so I can't play it, so I might as well Abundant Growth this forest. I know. Punished if I draw another Abundant Growth. I don't. Ooh, I draw a Spirited Companion. Don't mind if I do. Right. Cool, we're cooking. So they get to do something with their Urza Saga. We get to do something with our Yo-Yon. So I think essentially we've managed to go over the top of them here. I hope. Sword of Fire and Ice. Nice. I mean, I have a Spirited Companion with its name all over this. I might even double block. I'm double blocking. It's a bit of a shame, but like they're creatureless. Because I'm going to flicker this Oath and ping this. That makes this cost 1. And then let's lead on a Valia. Probably should add up my mana. Let's get Companion. Draw card. Right, so that's 5. And that's some more. Let's get Valio down. Let's pick up Charming Prince. I can't really use it though. I'll just scry. Bottom. Unfortunately, bottom. I should have got in for 4 before doing all this, but I mean, look at the value. Pretty much unbeatable. So that can go on there. That can go on there. Draw. That's gonna flicker the Yo-Yon. That's gonna burn that. That's gonna draw me a card. That's gonna get me a fetch. That's gonna get me a fetch. That's gonna draw me a card. That's gonna get me 4. That fetch is gonna get me some mana that I can't use. Draw. Deal 3. Flicker. Draw. And at this stage, I think we've got him. Yeah, I'm going to just do some damage here as well. It's just free, so let's just do some damage. And then they're just trying to play for clock here, by the way. But I'm going to just take that off them. Why not? The reason I played the Leyline was just so that just to slow them. Like, look at what we have. Turn 6, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana plus an Omnath and a fetch. So I have like 16 mana next turn. Couldn't use it, but we had it. We saw Dispute as well. I'm going to bring another one of these in, and I'm going to cut a mystery. And a mystery just reads, you must deal with me, but if we're behind, it'll be too late. It'll be too late anyway. I think we could cope with just one agent as a way to get out of trouble. Father Whip, hello. I'm having a decent stream here, but the only issue is you're like the second person to ask that. That's brilliant. I think Stream Deck is working with the deck list, but essentially stock Enigmatic Incarnation. I mean, Enigmatic Incarnation hasn't been a thing for a while because well, there's like 3 of us that play it. Soul Herder doesn't work on end step with Enigmatic Incarnation. So Enigmatic Incarnation, a lot of people read it and it takes a while to settle in people's minds, for people to figure out what's going on, and I don't blame them for that in the slightest. But what it comes down to, this is good with this, so I'm going to tuck this. Enigmatic Incarnation sacrifices an enchantment and then lets you search a library for a creature that costs 1 more than the enchantment. So you don't sack a creature to get a creature, you don't sack an enchantment to get an enchantment, you sack an enchantment to get a creature. So in order to play that style of deck, you have to have a mix of enchantments and creatures, obviously. But the enchantments have to cost 1 less than the creatures. So the main focus in this deck is to play 2-drop enchantments to find 3-drop creatures. But Leyline Binding is not a 6-drop enchantment, but it is when you sack it to Enigmatic, so you can go get a 7-drop. The 7-drops aren't that stunning, but like they exist. And they're alright. So, and Leyline Binding is just a really good card, so when you don't draw your Enigmatic Incarnation, you just have a decent removal spell. All is good. I'm not going to kill that. I hope they just draw, yeah. I think I need a... no, I could just get whatever. My mana's pretty perfect at this point. In fact, the one thing I don't have is green. Me and my mouth. What are we going to do? Right. Let's do that. Let's put that on there. I'm just going to play this Tameshi. They've tapped out, so I'm playing it. I'm not getting value right this second, but hopefully I do. If I get to activate the Tameshi, I get to draw a card because of the Tameshi trigger. I get to return Seal of Fire. I get to put Besiege back in hand, and then I could activate it again later to get the Abundant Growth back. It's all upside, and it's pretty mad. Die. Die, Channeler, die. So here we go. Let's get back Seal of Fire. Done. Let's get this Besiege back. Also good. And then we can just play tap land, swing for 2. I mean, that is a lot of value right there. We've turned a land into a spell. We've got Seal of Fire. Oh, there's no bloom. Tameshi's just like a bit of flavour. He just added it at the end. There's no combo with the Tameshi. It's just a value card. Using these, essentially just these 3 seals really, but also you have Abundant Growth, you have Omen of the Sea, Spirited Companion, just a dog. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the cool thing about it really. I really like the enchantment half of it. Okay, so I'm kind of stunting my own development by returning lands every turn. That's a blue source, isn't it? So I guess, but I get to draw cards if I use it. That's the really awkward thing. What I could do here, this is quite cool. This seems, maybe it's a little cute, but I'm going to return this Razor Tide Bridge, which will shrink this, and it comes back tapped, and then I can seal a fire, and then I can pick it back. So I'm going to do it, I'm going to make it look like I've misplayed, and I'm going to get my seal of fire back, so I'm going to use white mana for that. Pick up the basic again. Draw a card again. This is so strong. Bonk. Bye bye token. There's literally one card I care about, and it says Saga. Urza's Lord of the thing. And even that we have like a sort of answer to by just using the Seal of Fire twice. We draw a card, that's fine. Right, I think I'm going to stop bouncing. I think it's time to try and like make some land drops basically. If I go green, the only awkward bit here is I then don't have green. If I play the Eternal Witness, I don't have green for Veil of Summer. I don't need green for Veil of Summer right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is, I don't know what I'm going to do instead. I'm never going to need this Yorion. I'm a million miles away from needing that. I don't need anything. I'm almost better off just playing a land and saying go. I think, maybe. Seems like a free Tameshi activation is just so good. I can't help myself. Return it on land. Oh well. I could draw so many cards. What's this? Green, blue, red. Whatever. Put it on there. Yeah, this is kind of the issue now. I've got too greedy with my value, and I have to discard to hand size. Whoops. Anyway, discard. On thin ice because I can get it back. Catch Triumph because it's crap. Okay. That's pretty sweet there. I can get on thin ice back. Smeshy's drawn me so many cards. So next turn, Skyclave on the Urzas with Veil up. I mean, they can make 1, 2, 3. They can have a counter spell. They can probably have 2 counter spells. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's okay. Because I know they're tapped pretty low. So yeah. Can I jam this Omnath? This is risky. What counter spell can they do? They can tap this to make a blue. Yeah, so they can Mystical Dispute. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just go white. Skyclave. Eat the Urza. play land, say go. And then next turn, I'll probably just take 4 from the construct. If they strap it up, I might besiege it. And then next turn, play Omnath with Veil up. Okay, that's okay-ish. Okay, well, let's get rid of it in response. And then if they then equip again to the Thought Monitor, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I'm going to besiege you this token. There we go. We're using all our cards. So they can still have a counterspell, but I'm going to just slam this Omnath, then play a fetch, and then take it from there. Red, white. Omnath. Veil of Summer. Draw a card, play a fetch, crack a fetch. Think for a minute, but I think I'm running out of time. I think I want to play Eternal Witness, getting back the Besieju. And then I want to return the Seal of Fire, picking up Forest. Draw a card. Okay. Right. Let's swing for 4. Might be able to burn them out in not too many turns. Maybe. But we just have to outlast. Man, this is taking forever. An hour 20 on stream. For not 3 matches. I mean, there is... Okay, I mean... It's annoying, is that? You know I have to burn you. So that's that dealt with. They have Saga. Wow, what a draw. Okay, so... No, let's start with red-green. Ren. If they have a counterspell, they have to play it. And you have to assume they have a counterspell. Okay. That's confused me a lot. Let's do this. Crack it. Do this. Get rid of that. Yeah, you make a token as you should. Okay. And then we play a dog, I guess. Draw a card. Add a green. Play that. Draw a card. Add a white. Returns. I know. Let's get back on thin ice. And we have to return the Temple Garden. the nice thing about this line is that we're getting rid of their blocker and we're smashing for a ton of damage, but also they can't like get the token back from the Omthinite, so it's just like a free hit. My god, we're discarding to hand size. Awesome. We got there. Tameshi was insane. How many turns did Tameshi sit and play? It was just ridiculous. It was a hard game. It gave me a headache. Just 1 second. Let's... I really want to finish this league. I mean... Maud suggested that we try this, but I think that was fairly, I don't want to say fairly obvious, but like, I didn't know what to put with it, but yeah. But yeah, he was the one who went and dug out these nice creatures. I'm thinking I'll build it and try it on LDS. I mean, like, you'll have fun with it, but I really don't know how good it is. I threw this together very quickly, and okay, here's the things that I think might be a load of tosh. Tameshi is probably best in the sideboard. It's not really an enigmatic target. It's just something to give you value. Well, I don't think I can keep that. No. Yeah, you should play for fun. It's nice to win and have fun, isn't it? Yeah, all for having fun, 100%. Right, forest, plains, that thing. Good. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this. Keep. Took that. Done. You'll have a ton of fun with it, but like don't like invest in the bad parts. So let me try and tell you the bad parts based on the very early thoughts. I like all the ones, they seem fine. The twos, mostly fine. The Tameshi just doesn't belong in the main. The Teferis are questionable. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. I do hate that part of it. Luckily for me, like, I bought the entirety of Tameshi on Magic Online, which gave me the Teferis and the Ren and 6s. You could cut these two Ren and 6s and just add 2 more lands and you'd be completely fine. The Otawara and the Baziju make a lot less sense if you don't have Ren and 6. Also, I'm not sure this Triom's necessary, you know, like a black Triome just to make Leyline cost 1 less. I'm just not sure it's worth the slot. Right. This hand is not quick, and their hand is reasonably fast. It's just like completely fine is their hand, and ours is just completely medium. Yeah, I mean, I think in general decks are just cheaper on Magic Online. That is a hell of a draw. It might be a turn too late. Oh, I should have Abundant Craft. Whoops. I was too busy just rambling. Just talking classic bullcrap. Cavern Naming Giant? Yeah, okay, so it's coming, but wow, they have so many lands. Yeah, this Melee Mage is only good for so long, but might be good for a bit. Let's go blue again, I guess. Oh, that's not a good draw. I'm gonna go like this. I have double blue. Let's put that on there. The curve has just been really awkward. Amulet is a deck that doesn't scoop to one meddling mage anymore. And with this turning on Valakut and with Cultivator Colossus probably lurking somewhere. I don't know if that is the card that's lurking. I'm going to try to see if they have a list. I mean, I can't do it about that. They played Amulet ages ago and it had Cultivator. But I also have turned Timber Symbiosis in our old lists. So I wouldn't think that that's still a thing. So that helps. Yeah, here's a Cultivator Colossus. And honestly, I can deal with the... Holy mother. Scape Shift. I have seen that in the Amulet discard. I think it's a load of tosh, to be honest, but it's very likely to do a number on me here. The Valakut kill isn't on, but if they just have a fetch as their last card, I'm not in great shape. And if their last card is a pact for a Cultivator, I'm in terrible shape. Like, yeah, this just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they've got 3 floats. They have 12 mana, so they have a world of mana. So 12 mana, 3 to do that. Yeah, so they could cultivate and still have. So that's what they're doing. They've picked up all their lands. They're going to T-West Pact. Go get Cultivator. And as long as. And then my only out to this is them not drawing Valakut and me finding Magus. But also, like, all their draws now are action spells. You know, because whenever they draw a land, yeah, there's a Valakut. I'm just gonna skip. Because they can T-West and go again, even. Like, fair enough. Spell Pierce. Wow, I really don't have much. Really don't have much. I mean, I think that's fine because it's going to live most of the time. Lavinia I don't really like because it only really stops Summoner's Pact. But here's the bigger issue. These suck. Tameshi's really know what we're looking to do. We're not trying to outgrind. That sucks. Although, yeah, Omphanice is okay. We just have so many bad cards. I don't think I want 2 7s even. I'm not sure I want Omnath. Although, what else have I got? What could Tameshi reuse? It's just not. Just nothing. Okay. I think I just run it like this. I mean, our deck's not dreadful against them. We have like 6 ways of getting Magus to the Moon. There's one of them. There's 2. There's 3. The hand's just like glacially slow. So we probably never get there with this hand. So, and this is just the same hand, but with some enchantments and some redraws. I just took an Enigmatic and just clenched my cheeks and hope for the best here. I don't think you can mulligan forever to try and find Magus, so you have to just try and find a playable hand, and this isn't really it, but it's as close as we're getting. You know, like something like Spreading Seas now is great. They don't normally play this without having an Amulet. Ooh, okay. Well, I need to find something good still. An Amulet. Come on, just What I want now is Spreading Seas or Omen of the Sea or just something that I can then sack to Enigmatic in a turn's time. I just need a 2-drop. I just need a 2-drop enchantment. There's not tons, but there's like 10. But if I get a 2-drop enchantment, I probably win this match. And if I don't, I probably lose. I mean, their hand is really bad. This is their worst possible start. Because they're not getting an Amulet now. Unless they just pick this up and they realise that they've misplayed. But like, this is... You know, if they just played Land Dryad next turn, like, okay, I could probably beat that. All the timing's just wrong. Having said that, let's go get our basic island. Let's dress this up. And let's pick up this. You know, like, if we draw that Utopia Spell a turn sooner, you Enigmatic this turn, and then you can go find Meddling Mage. They're just sandbagging. Okay, well, you know. Yeah, that's 6 mana for a Titan. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm dead. Double Amulet with no mana left over is usually 16, which means I'm not dead. Just means I'm not dead, but I might as well be. Because I can only get 2 drops, and my 2 drops can't deal with that. So the only way... Oh geez, so that means I have another Titan, so that means I am dead. I just scoop, let's get on with it. GG. I wasn't getting there, that's a shame. And I say I wasn't getting there, you know, like, if the Utopia Sprawl had come a turn sooner rather than the Abundant Growth, we would have Enigmatics on 3 and been able to go get Meddling Mage and name Primeval Titan, which would essentially buy us at least a turn. And if it buys you a turn, then you can Phantasmal Image the Meddling Mage, and then we can sacrifice an Abundant Growth, and I don't know, like, stuff starts to happen at least. Go get a Spirited Companion, which only draws you a card, but you get that Spirited Companion can then turn into Magus of the Moon. You know, like, we probably win the game if the Utopia Spell comes before the Abundant Growth, or if we'd have drawn a Spirited Companion or our 2-drop on that in the first 3 turns. And we did, you know, we did redraw off of Abundant Growth, so we did have plenty of looks, but wasn't to be. 5-colour mana, Leyline Binding. I mean, this hand's like properly disruptive. If we come out with a 4-1 with this, that's pretty good. Pretty damn good. You know, considering what we've registered and like 0 testing. This is my first match was on stream. Yeah, this. I mean, Tameshi was brilliant in that blue-white matchup, but I think the card's mostly nonsense. I don't know, if I was facing Jund, I probably want it, but... No. Okay, well... Weirdly, that's... I don't think they're going to like what they see. I don't think they're going to like it at all. There's a lot of Thoughtseize decks, you know, they fetch shock because they don't have a ton of, you know, what am I trying to say? They're not land heavy generally. They're like 18 land decks, and you take them off one of their lands. You know, sometimes they just, and they have like double casting like Southly Voidwalkers and blah blah. You know, like this kind of thing just happens all the time when you are low on lands. So we put this into play, and now if they play a land, they have to be able to kill Tameshi, because if not, I'll get the Spreading Seas back. And now I can... I'm going to play this as a land. I want land drops, especially when I plan to pick them back up again. Also, now if they try and kill my Tameshi, I'll just bounce it back with my seal and then replay it. They're so dead. That's brilliant. Okay. Yeah. Done. Deal. Well, I've given him a chance here. They get to play a spell now. If they have Bolt, they still die. Oh, they're just going to kill the Valia. Okay, that's crazy, but okay. That is crazy. Oh. Oh. What have they got? Needs to kill my Tameshi, otherwise I'll Spreading Seas a land. I can't believe they didn't bolt Tameshi. It's so crazy. Oh, it's just a 3-2. It's just a vanilla 3-2. I'll save it, you know. If I draw a land, I get to bring it back. Right, so... Oh, okay, so I don't have any more values. I might just burn a Leyline here. I think I'm just going to burn a Leyline. 1, 2... So I need white. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is play a Valia. Oh, I'm not going to burn a Leyline, am I? I'm going to just get Spreading Seas. I didn't need to shock, that was silly. Okay, I guess I could draw something I could play, but if it's green I can't play it. Alright, well, I still locked out of mana and I have a 3-2. I have nothing to go fetch though. I'd rather just lock their lands out. Yeah, just click no. Okay. Well, they're starting to make land drops now, so I might need to start making plans. But the idea is to burn the Leyline to grab a agent and just nick this land. So whatever land they get, take it with the agent. They're down to 7. What's really cool here is that we can... It's just crazy stuff. This can't be their best bet. It feels wrong to blindly play this. Blindly? Is that a pun? Not sure it is. So I'm going to Tameshi again, and I'm going to activate it, get the seal of removal back, replay the land. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up this. I'll probably just play it tapped. Yeah. It's hard to get 4 card types with Traverse. I don't think there's anything I want to go get. I'm just gonna keep saying no. I could have shocked and played this and got a agent and taken this, but I just don't think I need to. I could just eat this in a sec. I mean, it gives them it back. I could have just burnt it. I could have been a bit stupid. Ah, no, and now I've drawn the card I wanted to fetch. Well, that serves me right, I guess. I'm going to go blue, blue, white. Teferi. Bounce a Bone Crusher, because I don't care about the 2 damage mode, I don't think. Get in for 2 myself. Play Traverse, I'm going to go fetch a land. That. Play it. Smush. The Titan is a hell of a clock here, so I'm just going to play it anyway. 2 mana. Make a 5/5 and a 4/4. Create a 4/4. What's a shield counter? The shield counter just like I don't even know what it is. Is it like a regeneration shield? Shield counter is 2 benefits. Okay, what are they? First, if a permanent with a shield counter will be destroyed, shield counter is removed from the permanent instead. If a permanent with a shield counter would be dealt damage, that damage is prevented, the shield counter is removed from the permanent. Okay, right. Regeneration. Oh, really? Oh, Magic Aids did something recently, but it had Zer in it as well. So what were they doing? They were playing red and black cards, weren't they? So the red and black cards... This is all good against red and black cards. I don't want Magus. I don't want Meddling Mage. I don't want... I haven't used this once. I'm going to cut the dress down. I'm going to cut... You need answers to like Ragavans and Doughty Voidwalkers, so I've got to leave this stuff, red stuff in. I wonder if I can like trim a... couple of things? I don't know, like a Wren and a Teferi and a Spirited Companion. They seem like reasonable cuts. I just cut all 3 Teferis. I don't think I need them. I know they can interact with us, but I kind of want them to go to interact with us because we're generally bigger. We go bigger. So the slower they are, the better for us. And if they've got a quick hand, Teferi's not very good. If they have a slow hand, I'm probably good anyway. This hand just doesn't do anything. It actually does do something, doesn't it? Leyline Binding, Spirit Companion. I'm just going to keep, like... They're probably going to Thoughtseize me and I'm... Ooh. They didn't. Okay. Ketcha Triumph. Yeah, Ketcha into Temple Garden is my 4 colours. It doesn't fetch Survive, which is awkward, but... I couldn't get perfect mana with this. With the basics that I want. Which is why I don't think I should even bother with the black Triland. Like it's not really achieving anything. Right, I'm gonna get basic planes, and I'm gonna strap up Blackleaf Cliffs with Spreading Seas. Like these are kind of like just like temporary plays, you know, like. It keeps them slightly off balance. It's not necessarily going to be lights out like it was last time, but it draws me a card and it sets me up for an enigmatic if I draw it. So you play it. And just hope that they stumble. I stumbled then because I'm not sure. Like this feels like they could have Blood Moon. No. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to get my red and 6 down. And pick up this fetch. If they have Blood Moon, I'm in bad shape. But it's not like unplayable, but just not good. You know, my Baziji is in play. I just don't have basic forest. Okay, well I'm alright with that. So Ren and 6 took 2 cards from them. Oh, they're going to regenerate this thing, aren't they? They're going to do a trick. No tricks. Okay. So yeah, it took 2 cards out of their hand and returned a land to mine. So I'm very okay with that. And that fixes stuff like beautifully. So let's. So what I was saying earlier, like if they have a fast hand with Ragavans and you know grief that gets flickered back in, like I'm not in a good position. But when they just dirtle around like this just suits me so well because look at my hand. Like okay, I've got 2 more cards in them, but 3 of them redraws. 3 of them, you know, I'm just gonna get there like this. 9 times out of 10, and because they haven't led on a crazy play, you know, Ragavan, I could just beat it. Sanctifier is good. I think both of these are actually pretty good. I'm going to draw on both. Reason for the Utopia is that I really want to cast this. I might want to cast this at some point, Agent. And then I can play this Sanctifier. And I think I just pass. Nah, screw it. No, I think I do just pass. I could play a dog, but I think I prefer leaving up Leyline in case they do like grief plus what's the card? Malakar's Rebirth, cards like that. Okay, well that's way too late for me to care about. I'll just scry 2. I guess I draw the Abundant Growth, like fixes another land. Like all my lands are fixed. So let's go dog. I think I'm going to play this. I don't need it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Pick up your yarn. Smush for 2. And now I've not left up Leyline, but whatever. If they go grief, rebirth, I'm going to lose probably the Agent and the Orion, which is pretty bad. Ooh, yikes. I'm taking 6. I love Skelemental. That's pretty cool. I'm going to discard a dog and a mimic. No, I'm going to discard on Thin Ice and a dog. I think their hand is based on Unearth for that, but it's gone. This should be lights out though. Take your basic swamp. I think next turn I can steal everything. Glasspool Mimic this and then Yori on it. And then oh, that's annoying. I guess I discard the Mimic and the Leyline and just have a Yorion. 1, 2. So I'm going to hit them for 5, and then untap everything, draw a card, get this. So yeah, that was annoying. I could lose to like, I could lose to Bolt. So I guess I agent away the red source this time. I don't know, that just seems maybe too cute. I can stay there. Okay, right. So we do that. What do I do? What do I do? Right. That goes there. That goes there. That turns that blue again, doesn't it? Is that right? And then steal the red. And then at least I can't get double bolted. And then we draw 5. 4. So we couldn't get double bolted. We would have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we would have been able to Spreading Siege, draw for the turn, play Spreading Siege, play Omen, play Abundant Growth, play Enigmatic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, whatever. Yeah. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I enjoyed that. Maybe more than I should have. Right, wrap up. Let's do a wrap up because we went 4-1, which is pretty good. I never use Sarah's a mystery, but I could just be using it wrong. Titan, I use it to close a game, but that was it. Agent of Treachery was just better in every scenario in that league. I don't know if that's always going to be true. I guess Sarah's a mystery is going to be good against like Living End. You know, if it resolves against a deck like Murktide, but you know, Agent of Treachery is really good if it resolves against a deck like Murktide. So, and you don't want too much high curve and stuff. I actually did like most of the main deck. I do think I'm a bit low on a few things actually, but I'm a little bit low on 2 drops that yeah, I don't know. It's a bit odd. You know, the whole Ren and 6 Teferi Omnath part was okay. It don't really line up like it does in the Tameshi deck, where the Tameshi deck can like tutor the Omnath, and because it's 60 cards, it finds the fair half. You know, the Teferi Ren and 6 a bit more often. I mean, most of it was all right. Yeah, I don't know what I would change really. I didn't like this Tri-land. That was nonsense. I don't need to make Leyline cost 1, because by the time I'm playing it, I probably have 2 mana anyway. I'll keep it in for now to keep testing, but I think it's probably a lot of rubbish. And maybe I need a Sacred Foundry. So that, why would I need Sacred Foundry? So that I could get red white plus basic forest to be able to play like Seal on 1, Ren on 2. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe I want that. What else? I think the Tameshi doesn't belong in the main deck. It's just a value card when things get a bit ugly. We have reasonable value already, so it is only like... I mean, we saw a specific scenario where it was really good, but I just don't know if you want that in every single matchup, so I'm not sure you want it game 1. Whereas a card like Deputy is a little bit more flexible. A little bit more. You know, the games where Tameshi's good are the slow games. So the games where Deputy's bad, like Tron and like name all the other combo decks, but against the combo decks where Deputy is not very good, Tameshi is even worse. So Deputy is a bit more flexible. So I'll probably just make that little switch. I want access to Deputy just for Rhinos. Yeah. I really don't know. I did feel like a little light on actual 3-drop targets, but 12 is probably enough. This Oath of Challenger it never once triggered, so that probably just wants to be Omen of the Forge. I never used the extra damage, never mattered. The flash does matter on the Omen sometimes. The Scribe matters sometimes. Dress Down is just like, I think that's nonsense because it disappears, but you can sack it to Enigmatic, but that's like a 6-mana play. It's just like a flash enchantment. I really don't think it's that good. And it's not helping us resolve an enchantment, it's not helping us find stuff, so I'm going to swap it out for Omen of the Sea. Seal Fire, Seal Removal, Anything Ice, all fine. Seal Removal, maybe I don't want that if Tameshi's not in the main. That's pretty questionable. I think I want another Snow-Covered Forest, potentially. I think you could cut this all together. I mean, these two together are really good. Like, really, really good. But how often is that going to happen? It's just like, never. I mean, it happened once, but we were lucky. So I think maybe I cut this, and then I would end up cutting that. And since our value comes from like values and witnesses, I think Tracker might be better than something that relies on the graveyard as our value card against decks like Jund. So I'm going to cut Tameshi, and I'm going to cut Seal of Removal because it's so much worse when you don't have Tameshi. And I think the card that we might want an extra copy of is Omnath, but I don't own one, so that's kind of tough shit. So then, and I don't want a second Daunting Ice. So, I don't know. I want a 1-drop probably. Could just be like a Prismatic Ending, wouldn't be dreadful. I have a real soft spot for this Sky Turtle. It's just like, especially now that we could sack a 6 into a 7 occasionally, sometimes a flying ward 6/5 is going to be alright. But sometimes 2 mana bounce something is good, sometimes 3 mana get something back is good. It does help turn on Traverse, but it's pretty minor because there's only 1 copy in an 80 card deck. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling with this last slot. There's got to be something out there that's not, because you know what's going to happen. I'll just end up playing something stupid like a Birds of Paradise or a Spell Pierce. Because you know, quite happily add another Burrington Forge to the side, so then I have to put something main. Maud had Sanctifier on deck, and I can see that. I can see why now. I mean, I don't love it, but we were really low on 2-drops that I actually ever wanted to search for. There's just not enough good ones. I think maybe I want a Scavenger Ooze. Don't know one. Okay, well I could go pick one up. Anyway, that's been Enigmatic. That's pretty good. 2 hours to play a league. That's the bad side. We beat everything except Amulet, so pretty good. Looks like I'm gonna have to go try and buy 4 Leylines, which is a bit upsetting. The deck's not exactly cheap, but I did own most of it. I rented about 85 ticks, so I'll probably try and grind it. Probably try and grind up the 85 ticks. What have I got? 25 at the minute. I have 25 plus 5 treasure chests, so what can I do with treasures? That's about 12 or 13 ticks, something like that. Oh, 95, I borrowed 95. So, maybe we'll have a little go at trying to buy some Leylines. I don't mind buying the lands and the Titan, they're just fun. I don't know if Titan's even necessary. I might just want like a second agent, because the agent has been brilliant. Works really well with the Spreading Seas. I really liked this. It has like options against everything, I guess. I wish there was a 5th copy of Utopia Sprawl that existed. That would be the best bit. But I wish we could play Lewis main deck. Like, it's not a companion anymore, but you could play it main deck. To be just sat here, lovely. But we can't. We can't play spells from our graveyard anymore. That was so strong. And that's kind of why I put the Tameshi in, as just like a different strong thing to do, but I'm not sure. Let's see what Skyfalkers dig up for us. Once per turn, cast from graveyard. Well, once per turn, you may cast a spell from the top of your library if it shares a card tag with a card exiled. Wow, that's wordy. I just like it. I don't know. There's got to be a 3-drop creature that can just give us like value every single turn that it stays in play. I know that's probably Tracker, but when you're sacking, there's our 2 legendary cards to go at a turn. End of turn, each legendary card you have against you may play it. But we don't have a lot of legends. We have 1 and some lands. There's the Bezici going down there. Anyway, I'll find something to put in the list. What did I just put in? I just added the Sanctifier, didn't I? And then I put the Tracker in the side. No, Bunnington in the side. Yeah, I'd quite happily take this for another spin. It was pretty cool. I'll probably go again tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hit me up on Discord, and I'll see you soon. Alright, cheers guys. Bye for now.